Hey YouTube, Billy Throttle here. We're back with Peglin. We are going to attempt a Roundrel Cruciball 2 Act 4 run. We've got our little golden Peglin down in the corner here from buying the supporter pack. That's all you get from it, so it's just a little guy down here, but figured I'd support the guys, especially after releasing Act 4. So let's get started and see what happens. All right, I immediately see Dodgy Dagger. I know Bomb Baton's like really good for kind of like early game stuff. We are doing low Crucible, so I'm not super worried about that. This could be our Act 4 scaling for sure, so let's take that. I was like, where'd my 2x speed go? Where'd my fast boy mode go? All right, so we'll probably want to try to keep our eyes open for either things that blind, things that give us a lot of dodge, so we can get that good scaling, especially in Act 4, and in other boss fights along the way too. Let's just start hitting some of these bombs. See, I honestly feel like Roundrel is possibly the best suited character to go up against Act 4 between all the debuffs you can put on him. You know, like the evasion comes in very handy. So nothing here is like an immediate buy. So let's just sink a little bit of money into Evasive Maneuver. And we should always probably check the map before we do this, but you know, in case there's an early shop, but. All right, double is also an early good pick if we can get that. All right, maybe we'll find another one. We'll skip on Reorganizer right now. Double, they changed it up. It does add a lot of, I wish I could have clicked on it while we were over there, but I couldn't. I can't navigate here. Instead of just doubling poison anymore, I think they took away like the base damage on it, but now I think it like does different doubling, but at level 3 it just doubles like everything, like like all debuffs on the enemy, you know, blind, susceptible, even the intangible. So that is a good one to have for the boss fight, especially if you plan on doing like a ton of damage. You know, getting that intangible up high. Get some, as I get some of that gold, please. I wonder if I can get it down there somehow. Oh, I thought we had it. I was going to stall there long enough to get in there. Upgraded this again. So we're still kind of heading towards the shop, so maybe I should be saving up some money. All right, refresh shield. Usually the bomb I save to shoot get second, but let's see if I can stick it in here this time. Kind of. Okay, there we go. That's what we needed to kill the guys in the back. see. This orb is affected by spin S 2 times. That could be a good one for later. We are... Okay, so we're going to avoid the first shop then. Please don't lay off the bomb. We don't have a lot of good ways to do damage right now. Now that everybody's out here, now you can hit the bomb. Alright, that worked out pretty well. Let's see. There's a Eviscerate. There's another shop here, but we are not going to see any other fights before it, right? So I just don't think we get any Act 1 shops here. Could take the Restore and start working on gaining max HP, which was a strat we tried in our most recent Balatro run that came up short, unfortunately, but... Alright, we're gonna wait. I want to get this. Okay, that's fine. I don't even know who we're fighting. I have no tech for them. Oh, that's terrible. Have this Resorb that's not going to even start getting your max HP yet. Killing all the bombs. What am I doing with myself here? Hopefully we get kill with this shot. Alright, Concentricate. That's actually a good orb here. Let's work on leveling up you. And we'd probably looking to head over towards that elite. Never mind. We do have the chance to find elites in these anyways. Oh, this is a trio of mysterious spirits pop out and surprise you on your journey. I think this little one could use our help. One of the spirits shouts gleefully. Let's remove a pebble. Or we could get a second evasive maneuver orb, which I think, you know, we are going to be relying pretty heavily on dodge. Let's take that. In case we don't find any good relics. Can this little guy fire down in here? Yes, it can. The bigger orbs always seem to get like stuck in weird positions down there, so like it can't fire straight through usually. so we get 1 upgrade. I'm just gonna do this. I don't think we're gonna have too many issues with this boss. So we get that early dodge going. Let's maybe get some dodgy dagger procs. Yeah, I guess it's the Cruciball 2 of this, but like, like we're kind of ripping through him. Actually, we almost actually killed him too quick before I got to restore, but I wasn't even paying attention. So. Good thing we had a little restraint with some of our shots there. Don't think we want any of this. I don't mind upgrading concentrication. All right. I mean, consuming chalice. We still have 2 refreshes on the board. This knocks us down to 1, which isn't ideal, but gives us a bunch of spiness. And we have nimble, which is affected by spiness 2 times. I think, or wait, yeah, I believe it's 3 times once we upgrade it. Constricting chains, oh, I keep saying, and I've only gotten 1 win on Act 4, that multi-ball is very important. I think, so 2 additional copies. Let's try it. Let's try that theory. No treasure nodes. When you add an orb, you must remove a non-pebble orb. I don't think I have any of those that I want. Or blinded by the fight. The next act you enter, each node with darkness 100. Okay, this is probably our chance to check out what this is. I assumed at first when I read this, that, like, I wasn't going to be able to hit anything, because that's what happens when you put 100 darkness on the enemy. But what I believe this is going to be is it's going to be like that hidden fight in Act 3, the one elite fight. So I think that's what's going to happen, and I guess we'll find that out. Okay, the wall boss. Oh. That's what it means. You can't see the pegs. That's interesting. I would rather much not have been able to see the enemies. I guess that is what happens in that fight too. Alright, this will be an interesting act, guys. I guess at least with constricting chains, it feels like a blind man reaching out and, like, you know, you can see how far you can shoot. Like, you know, it's like your arm's out in front of you. Well, this guy doesn't do any damage if we don't crit now. Alright, I don't want another evasive new orb. Or do I just pick up like a bunch of these and hope for Hero's Backpack? Could take Ballad if I wanted extra finesse. Actually, I might take it and hope. I guess the Hero's Backpack isn't like an Act 4 answer though. Alright, we do have a couple shops. We do have a couple pebbles. So let's plan on going left. We'll save our money. Oh, navigation is going to be extra hard now. It's blind navigation and constricting chains. I mean, I assume we're going to pick up more orbs. And if we do the upgrades now, we're just going to hit a bunch of pebbles, right? So, scoop up the forge. I like that they added a lot of new, like, animations and changed the pictures on a lot of the events here. A lot of little work kind of went in with this most recent upgrade that you know, might not notice. You know, it's not just all Act 4, so... I guess we should also be on the lookout for ways to add just a lot of extra crits on the board, you know, Cruciball's fleece, things like that. Even like the, was it lead weight or the heavy chip or whatever that since we got some multi-ball going. Oh, I thought I discarded that. I thought I was on to constricting chains. Or the concentrication. Alright, Pebble should be fine. This guy only has 20 HP. Spin point's been a little disappointing so far. All right, I was like, wait, did I say we needed refreshes? No, I said we needed crits on the board. Exacerbate, I mean, once again, thinking ahead to Act 4, we can increase the debuffs on the boss, but I think maybe we'll wait for like a double instead. Right, we're coming up on the shop, assuming we can navigate correctly. Uh-oh. We got Oreb, and so we took some damage. You walk along a dark, yeah. As you walk along a darker corridor, a shiny gleam catches your eye. Your little Peglin hands dart outside your control, and you instinctively shove it into your satchel. On further inspection, it appears you found an Oreb. Okay. I say level 1, but we immediately upgraded it, so. All right, so we have 175, so we could get three relics. Actually, we could get Mask of Joy is a shop relic now. Okay. Whenever you evade an attack, gain 13 Belusion. I mean, we're definitely looking for that. So let's take that. Every 4 nodes visit will be a chest. Whenever you lose X health, you gain 2x Belusion. All right, so we're a little short to buy these 3, which I kind of want. But there is the remove the Oreb. It gets us 120 gold, so let's do that. I don't know if there's some reason I should want to carry that through the end, but it lets us afford these orbs or these relics that we want. It slows us down a little with our pebble removals, but you know what? Speaking of pebble removals, all right, we do kind of want to navigate through the shop. Nothing else that gives us choice in our navigation here. Okay. So what do I see here? I see reduce self-damage. That doesn't matter. Another double. Cookie if we want healing. Tax applied darkness to enemies. Max HP. There's some really good stuff in here. Gain 2x Belusion on discard. This orb's crit damage. I feel like in the boss fight, we're probably going to have a ton of damage, but I don't know if we necessarily want to be discarding a whole bunch. Like in the Act 4 boss, we can easily have 200, 300 crit damage. Yeah, let's look at this one. So doubles the amount of spinfaction on target enemy. That's the way we remember it. Does no damage, that's fine. Doubles the amount of spinfaction, darkness, and exploitable on targeted enemy. Doubles the amount of every negative status effect. I'm feeling maybe double and sand arrows, because the more blind we can put on the boss, that's the more we're dodging. That's, you know, the more we're saving our evasion stuff, our Belusion. All right, let's do that. All right, we'll go this way. I think we're okay to take on an elite before this boss. +1 discards. I mean, that's always fantastic. I just panicked for a minute because I'm like, we're not going to be able to see what we're shooting at down here. But let's see. Enter the passageway. That takes us away from the elite. All right, so another orb removal. All right, let's skip straight to here. Do we shoot double, or do we pass? This doesn't do much damage. It would double Exploitaball on following shots. Let's go. I think we're okay without firing that. I want to get the Restore. Max HP. See, we could add more susceptible. I think until we get a lot more crits on the board, maybe we hold off on that. I guess we upgrade that. When applying Tangle to an enemy, apply 10 Darkness. When applying Darkness to a non-tangled enemy, Tangle 1. That should be fine. Guess when we randomly hit Tangled, we'll get some Darkness, which we like. All right, this boss is going to be interesting. All right, we need to hit the crit. Come on, hit the crit. Oh, we don't have anything to double up on him right now. Just what we needed, right? Ooh, is this a bad choice? No, okay. It's funny, I think the wall's like immune to a lot of status effects. Because subshots just don't apply any to them. Get that susceptible up. We're almost there. Almost there. Okay, I was gonna say this is gonna be the second time I fire you and you don't do any damage, but... Alright, Sapper Sack. All bombs are replaced with red bombs, deal 2 times damage. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I thought they changed it. I was thinking a Focus Blast. Deals -2 self-damage and 4 times enemy damage, but only affects targeted enemy. Status effects have 2 times intensity, but attacks have -10. Which means, you know, you're only doing damage when you crit stuff. That's already the case in some of these. We're not really a big status effect build, but I guess we're doing darkness. I don't know, I guess we give this a try. It's not my favorite, but enemies gain 5% of their max health and bulwark every turn. 2 random relics are deactivated each battle. I don't know, they all kind of seem like not too bad, but you know, it's like trying to figure out if one of these is better than the other. Yeah, we'll do relic rotation. I've got the Super Sapper. All right, no Round Guard, no the Ties That Blind. Which I believe that name has been changed from previously, but I want to make sure I fire off Restored. Okay, convert first peg hit. Okay, yeah, we need extra crits on the board. We need it now more than ever. Every 9 pegs gain 5 Belusion hit, gain 3 Belusion for every gold collected. I mean, we're talking about needing a lot of evasion. I should look to see where all the shops are here. Restored's not gonna do it. Okay. Wait. Weak crits that cannot be modified. Effects that apply plus X plus Y instead plus... Oh, is this like a sneaky... I guess it's still going to probably get -10. I almost want to take this and see if this is like a smart, like... Oh, this is such a weird one. All right, let's take it and maybe we get rid of it if it ends up being terrible. Two shops right here. That's not ideal. Hey, restore early again. I didn't realize there's a rainbow slime here. All right, so so just theoretically here, weak crit damage that cannot be modified. Effects that apply plus X plus Y instead provide plus X plus 5Y. So we should have 20. It's for this 5Y, right? 5 times 4. Um, are we like exactly at 0 though? Because I guess we have constricting chains doing half damage, and then status symbol doing -10. That's probably the case. So maybe we just need a little bit more before that starts going kind of crazy. We got all these targeting orbs here. Not what we want. We've kind of been not taking anything with piercing. All right, now, no. Is that an issue? Like, is that a bug? Am I seeing something that, or is something else happening that's keeping my damage down? Oh, what a shot. What a shot. I was just hoping with the scatter shot we would have hit a crit. I am amazed that we have not hit this bomb yet. Alright, finally the bomb. Yeah, please tell me what's going on here. Any maybe I hit that on the bounce? Yeah. Let's see, ball lightning is a way to pick up a lot of pegs, which could be a lot of crits. Doesn't do anything till we get a little bit of spiness going though. Alright, so I think we want to try to head right. Just double check. Yeah, it's still doing. So I mean, it says the crit damage can't be modified. So I understand why it's not gaining spiness from there, but why is my non-crit damage stuck at 0? It's actually upsetting. I thought that was going to be a good pickup. Say we want to save money for the shop anyways, but I was trying to figure out, oh, is this going to be a bad one to get to? This is going to be a bad one to get to. not? Oh, geez. Okay. So no shops for us, it appears. Just make sure there's not any. No, there's no late shops, and not till we would get to Act 4, if we get so lucky. At least we got the red bomb. That'll help clear up some stuff. Nice. Oh, I said wait. I was waiting on a crit. Some more multi-ball. Massive crit damage. When this orb leaves the pegboard, gain 5 illusion. Let's take that. And this one has like an extra chest. Maybe we just try to go down that way. All right, we could remove an orb. I know it's like I could probably just skip by this, but maybe I just want to get it out of my deck. We'll have to heal up soon. Oh, no. Alright, I mean, since this guy's disappointing us, I guess Extraordinaries goes too, but let me know in the comments if you know what's going on here, because I am stumped why that was not doing more damage. I mean, we had, I think, almost 50 Spinest at one time. Now, unless it's just things other than Spinest, maybe that's it. Because I know I've used it before with Dungeon Die, and it became very strong, and those are like, you know, it just changes your damage. I guess maybe that's the only explanation I have right now. But I assumed Spinest would have been a way to change the X and Y damage or whatever. Well, I guess the Y damage for the Spinest in that equation, but that's disappointing. I thought that could have been a cool use of that. The relic that gives like a chance to crit on shot would be could be super clutch right now. We can get our hands on that. Alright, we're gonna heal. Just trying to figure if I needed more Spinest, but not having any luck hitting crits here, but Another miss. All right, we finally get to crit, and we do 15 damage. Let's see. Stop hitting the red bombs now. Tax gain -1/+1 for every crit on the board. I mean, we're already not doing base damage. This could come in handy, though, in a couple fights still. The crit thing would have been a little bit of a buff, but we don't have a ton of crits on the board that is really gonna like I said, in Act 4 too, you're mainly getting just you're scaling other ways probably, so. Oh, constricting chains is turned off. I'm like, excuse me, I have multi-ball. It's weird. It's weird having control again. Alright, looks like we're probably healing up again. Do we need refreshes? I mean, we have our filibuster. It's not going to do much in the next act. That's on crits. No, I don't think we're like in dire need of that tech. I guess we fire that to get the max HP. I swear, like, okay, as I say, most of the times I probably fired that orb more times where it didn't do damage than it did. Let's try to get that, let's try to get that blind up on him. Alright, should probably consider aiming at this guy. Hey, we got lucky and brambled him. Aiming's rough. Oh yeah, we didn't crit again. In reaction? A little bit. It kind of stinks that, like, the constricting chains for half damage, like, it's not just the orb's base damage, it's just everything. You know, like, my Spinest isn't as good as it should be. Oh, I should be aiming back here with our targeted orbs. All right, I mean, we've got more than enough dodge, so let's just try to kill, which we did. Okay. Yeah, I never realized that before in constricting chains, that even counts for like future spiness and stuff, so good to know. Signal boost orb feels like something we should grab. All right, pegs have durable, Viridian trinket, or it's pegs have durable if anything. I guess that's more things to hit, but it's gonna make it harder to pop all of like the intangible in the boss fight and stuff like that. But and it's gonna make it harder to hit all of our crits too, so I actually don't have high hopes for this run at the moment. We'll see what happens. A crit. I say the orb just seemed like suspended there for a minute, just hitting new things. And all right. All right, let's wait for, let's make sure we get a crit here. It's not a prime shot, so this isn't piercing. Oh no. Might be. I say we might be here for a while. I don't know if it's new or not, but this thing lights up when it's active and kind of goes away when it's not. So you can easily look at it and tell if you don't know what prime numbers are, you can tell if it's going to be active or not. The gift that keeps giving is giving too much. There we go. All right, I don't know what choice we're taking here. Do we have 3 orbs we'd like to remove? I mean, this fires once and is gone. We kind of need this. Concentrication could probably go. Well, actually, Concentrication might be needed for refreshes. But still, with Constricting Chains, it's a little rougher. Alright, it's probably just max HP by 20. I say, could you give me a more useless orb right now? Okay. Okay. Snowball. I have high hopes for Snowball. That's probably gonna get picked. When you evade an attack, the attacker takes damage equal to the amount of positive stats effects you have applied to yourself. Okay, so we're probably grabbing this. We're probably grabbing Snowball. This doesn't matter. Enemy hit you with attack decrease, or apply darkness 15. Yes, okay. I need 10 more gold. I want this too. I'm grabbing Snowball. I know that's going to be good. It's, do I take counterattack or well done steak? Oh wait, I can afford both of them. Your boy can't do math. It's affected by Spiness 3 times. I mean, that should be really good in the final boss. Okay. I think that's what we do. We save up our money. We can like heal. We can upgrade our orb after the next fight. What if Snowball's going to be like the game winner here for me? It very well could be. It very well could be. Especially with gift. Multi-ball, gift. Tons of pegs on the board. The multi-ball is not helping with the HP. Oh, I got stuck. Oh, did we like bramble that guy in place so much that he couldn't come in? All right, we're shooting this because we want to raise up the intangible. Oh, it didn't raise up the intangible? I thought that did in the other patch. The experimental branch. Oh, don't throw stuff at me. Only I'm allowed to throw stuff at you. I'm hoping they filter down and hit this crit. Leave some crits for everyone else. Do I fire concentrication? I think I do. Got a lot of dodge still. Damage. Let's skip double here. All right, good. Not terrible. All right, so we still need to upgrade Snowball. That's for sure. I feel like I've been turning my back on Rub Orb lately. I haven't been taking it. I don't want to deal 2 self-damage, and we don't really need like the overflow. I guess I was thinking that that would work with, was it the ties that bind? Tangled to an enemy. It's like, I don't even know if it would apply Tangled to the boss, you know, to get the darkness, but whatever. Oh, popping corn. It's a way to help keep our HP up. Although I don't know how much of an issue that's going to be. Or do I take... I think I take Ring of Reuse. Even though I have Round Guard, it still does its, I think, moves that like drains your max HP. Or am I dumb? I'm assuming that we're not going to take hits. I'm assuming we're going to get our max HP, or we're going to get our illusion up, and we're going to dodge everything. And that's going to be that. So let's take Ring of Reuse. Because I don't even think we get fired at in the first portion of the fight here, so... And we immediately get Evasive Maneuver Warp to start building up our illusion. Alright, dodge the purple fire. Let's get the double early scaling with Snowball. $31K. What do we do to make it 31K? Let's skip here because those aren't going to transfer to the next board. Let's fire this off for a little more max HP. Try to get that intangible up even more. Oh, is it like Mask of Joy maybe? Actually, let's go straight to double. I did keep... Okay, intangible stayed the same, but we got a lot of Exploitaball. And probably just shoot it again. $78. Okay. That... Oh, I thought we got the black hole there. Yeah, it's really gonna be tough to get this with the gift keeps giving. Yeah, actually, Concentrication almost got it. Since it just pierces through everything. That's actually fantastic. Yeah, okay. If we can get a huge shot off, we can maybe one-shot this. We've got 84 Exploitaball. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Alright, it was... still a lot lower damage than I thought we were. So I guess this is starting to build back up, huh? So let's fire up on this side, try to keep that under control. Yeah, I've got one refresh hidden back here. This guy's pretty buff, so I don't necessarily want to shoot right past him, but not a lot of pegs on the board. Fantastic. All right, now please give me an angle that hits a refresh. All right, no intangible. Let's hit the crits. Fantastic's gonna hit the refresh again on the way out. We get to fire it again. Wait. Oh. Crazy high exploitable. All right, I think I accidentally clicked continue through this next time, so maybe I'll watch it through this full time. It's all the little peglins. Yeah, it continues there, like it was like click to the next page, but no, it's click the credits. And there's me coming from hell. My beaten up satchel. We've took a couple scratches along the way, but we had Snowball all along. Huzzah! And they rejoice. All right, there's back to credits. I love the look of this guy, the duck and cover. All right, so yeah, it was slightly higher than our first win, but I think it wasn't really a big deal. You know, we gained what? We lost a little damage on pebbles, but we had extra mini bosses, which possibly got us stronger. There are just certain relics anymore that in these fights just scale you like crazy, like Dodgy Dagger. It gave it to us immediately, and I would say that that's probably the reason we won, because we had so much extra spiness by the end. But yeah, whatever it is, it's such a scary orb or relic to have, because you'll just have shots that do no damage, you know, and those feel bad. Like even shots that do a little bit of damage, I mean, they feel bad, but it feels extra bad when you can do 0 damage. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look to see what we had the Exploitaball at, because I think it was like a 30,000 damage shot, but if you multiply that by, like, you know, 100 or something, you know, but it felt like there was a lot more damage on the enemy anyways. But I will stop yapping on. I appreciate anybody to stay to the end and watch this. I'm going to continue trying to do a few lower level Crucible runs, just to kind of, you know, get some Act 4s, kind of, you know, get some experience with Act 4, and then we'll get back to the Ascension, I'm getting back in my Slay the Spire mode, into Crucible climbing. Feel free to come over and catch me on Twitch. We're doing a lot of Slay the Spire. We are going to start sneaking in some more Monster Train again, if anybody's interested in Monster Train 2. And also, or come over and catch us on the Discord. There's links to both Twitch and Discord in the description. So you guys take care. I'll catch you in the next one.